A group of Polish Catholics says the Vatican's Synod on Synodality Final Document is not just wrong. They call it deeply anti-Catholic. They warn that if the Catholic Church gets replaced by a Synodal Church, believers will crucify Christ's body with their own hands. Dr. Artur Dąbrowski leads Catholic Action in Częstochowa. He submitted an open letter. He speaks for Polish Catholics who are seriously alarmed. The letter targets the Synod's final document from October 26, 2024. It accuses the document of copying Germany's heterodox Synodal Path. That path aims to weaken doctrine and church authority. The Polish Catholics say the document creates a new church identity. It replaces the unchanging deposit of faith with an ideology of inclusivity. That ideology does not save souls. Here is the dangerous method. During synodal meetings, people speak for only 2 minutes. There is no real debate, so defenders of church teaching cannot fully respond. The process treats faithful Catholics the same as those who reject church teaching. Both voices get equal weight. That is not the Holy Spirit. That is a human trick. The document redefines conversion. Real conversion means changing your life for the gospel. But the Synod document calls conversion a purely mental process. It talks about converting feelings, images, and structures. It never asks people to stop sinning. Paragraph 28 claims that synodality is a constitutive dimension of the church. That means without synodality, there's no church. The Polish Catholics call this a lie. Jesus Christ founded the church. He defined it as holy, universal, and apostolic. No pope or bishop can change that. Paragraph 33 undermines the priesthood. It says synodality helps us understand priests. That suggests priests answer to the people like politicians. The letter says this reverses the right order. The shepherd guards a flock, not the other way around. The document also attacks the Eucharist. It never mentions the real presence. It compares the Mass to a synodal meeting. That is false. The Mass is Christ's sacrifice to God the Father. It is not just listening and responding. The Polish Catholics say the document abuses the Virgin Mary. It calls her a model of listening and dialogue. But Mary at the cross shared in her son's suffering. She is not the patron of church committees. The worst part is how the document twists the sensus fidei. That is the sense of faith all believers have. But the church teaches that this sense only works when people obey the magisterium. The Synod document changes that. It says the people of God cannot err when there is general consensus. That means a majority vote could approve sinful acts like homosexuality. The letter gives an example from Poland. Cardinal Grzegorz Rys invited a transgender activist to a synod. That person said the synod is a milestone to change the church from within. First transgender demands, then the rest of LGBTQIA+ will follow. The document also promotes false ecumenism. It says Catholics should pray with non-Christians to the same God. The Polish Catholics call this a betrayal. Jesus said no one comes to the Father except through him. The Synod document ignores that. Their final warning is strong. The Synod's true goal is a single world religion without the cross. They call it Babel. To that, they say non-POSSUMUS, we cannot. They demand bishops take a clear stand. No more diplomatic silence. If Catholics let the Synodal Church replace the real church, they will drive a nail into Christ's coffin themselves.